foot tapping on the dash. We can take the back roads, no one else around. Hit my arm when I go too fast. It's a good morning. It's a good morning.
What are you doing? Are we feeding? There we go, feeding. Go, go, go. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? One happy little dog. Yeah, go, go, go. I know, I didn't bring your toy. It's hard to throw hay and play ball. Come on. Go get in the tire. Alaska, close. Come get in the tire. Get in the tire. Get in the tire. Get in the tire. Alaska, load up. Load up. Good job. Sit. Sit. You have to sit. I know you're excited. Sit. Stay. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Alaska. Alaska. Gonna do some bitting up with Avalon today, but we're gonna do it differently. We're not gonna use a bit. We're gonna use bungee cords and a halter and just work on getting her head low while we're working. It's cold enough where there's lots of ice and frost, so I'm not gonna ride her and I'm not gonna put a bit in, even though yeah I could warm it up, but I don't plan on riding, so we'll just do the work on the halter and get her tucked up and get to work. And I got the cutest sticker. Get back. I love this. It is so freaking cute. Okay, I'm gonna get you brushed. I was gonna film tacking up, but I forgot my tripod. That's just awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna start off warming her up. Obviously, it's winter, it's cold. She hasn't been working about a week and a half. So I'm not just going to automatically bit her up, but I do want to say, if you're going to use a halter, I'm going to tighten this one just a little bit more, where it's just a little up higher. You don't want to have it down so low that if you are bitting them up, whether it be with bungee cords, reins, ropes, whatever you use, you don't want it down so low that if they happen to get into a fight and resist a little bit, they're going to break their nose. So I'm going to move that up here in a minute, but right now we're just going to lunge, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But what I'm going to say is you don't want them extremely tight. You don't want them tight to the point where if she doesn't give at all, it's going to fight with her. You want it loose enough that if she pulls and gives to it, it's still going to have some slack in it. Now, the reason I'm using bungee cords is I got this from my friend, this idea. I'll put her channel up here. And they do give a lot better and faster than reins or a rope. And that is why I use it. And I, again, got it from my friend. That's her idea. But they do give a lot better. They give faster. Like, I'm also using ones with these thick plastic hooks. And I'm doing that intentionally, so if they break, it's not a big deal. And they're not a super sharp hook. Whereas most bungee cords... Oh, she wants to go off on her own. I'm going to change her direction here and make her go then. Make her go a little bit. I was giving her a second to breathe, but apparently she doesn't want that. Other bungee cords have the metal hooks or the really sharp pointed hooks, and I don't want that next to a horse's face. There. So once she calms down a bit, we'll go back and do walk and trot and canter. Get out. Walk, trot, and canter in order. But I'm not asking her to do anything right now. I just wanted her to kind of stand there. Whoa. Whoa. There. So let me get her warmed up the proper way, and I'll see you when we're bitted up. So you can see they're the same length. I went to Walmart and just got the cheap ones, and they are hooked to my breast collar ring at first. I don't want to start extremely low down here and just straight up asking for it when she hasn't done it in a while. So I'm starting up here where, you know, say our head goes up and it gets a little bit tight, but it's not so tight that there's no give to it. There's still bounce to it. So I'm going to start there. I just want her to walk out. I don't want her to run. And I just want to see if she's going to give to that before I lower it down. There, she's starting to give to it. You can kind of see her nose dipping in. I don't know if you guys can tell. You can see she's kind of trying to tip her nose in when she feels pressure. So I'm gonna ask her to change of direction. Nice crossover. Good girl. Alright, she's doing good. She's not fighting just that little bit of pressure. She's already giving it to it. So I'm going to lower those lines down a little bit and we'll be right back. The reason I have two also is because my halter has those two sides to it. I'm just going to leave her alone for a minute. It's got two sides, so I want there to be even pressure. Now I have it connected to the very first ring on the cinch, so it's not the furthest back, it's the closest. And she's just kind of standing here tugging on it. I'm going to leave her alone a second and see. There, good girl. See if she can't figure out how to give. Good. You can see it's loose, it's not really tight. There. And I'm not even going to ask of her of anything right now. I'm just going to let her breathe, kind of figure it out. See how she just picked up my saddle string? If she's going to start doing that, then I am going to send her out. I don't want her biting on my saddle. She's just kind of looking. Alright, let's send her out at a walk. And she's turning herself. There. Come on. There. She's a little stuck. Didn't think she could go forward. Now, they do sometimes kind of do this. I haven't asked her this for a while, so she might be a little weary. I'm not asking her to side pass. I'm going to use my whip here and help her out there. Good. And I'm just going to ask her for a walk. And I would like there to be no tension. So there she pulled up on herself. That's it. Good. I would like there to be no tension. I would like all that to be loose. But obviously, she hasn't done it in a while. I'm not going to expect perfection. We might not even work past a walk today. It all depends on her. So she's not really giving. She's just kind of fighting it. So I'm going to change her direction. Get her to kind of focus. I just want a low head. And I don't do this every time I work her. I'm going to start initiating this probably every 2 or 3 times. So I'll work her 2 or 3 times and then the next time will be this. And I just want to help her build her top line because that's what this is going to do. It's going to teach her, number 1, to give better, to be softer. Alaska, leave it. And then it's also going to build her top line. So I'm just wanting a little bit more slack in there. So I'm going to push her to a trot and just see if she gives a little bit more or if she fights. A little bit of fighting. There, she is just pulling on herself. All she's doing right now is just yanking on herself. She's not even trying to give to that pressure. So I'm not wanting to can her or anything. I just want her to trot. I want her to slow down a little bit and just lower that head. And the minute she does, I'll stop her and reward her. Leave it while training my dog at the same time. So she's not going to give, so I'm going to ask her to change direction. There, easy. Good. Is she pulling on herself again? Again, why I have some cheaper ones. I'd rather have a hook break and fall off than, a sharp hook dig into her. Just that, whoa. Good, right there. Good girl. So into this mix, you see how she's just tugging and pulling, it's all tight. There, she gave a little. Good. There, she gave a little. But she's not giving as much as I'd like, so I'm going to change her direction. Now I'm just going to go around every half circle or so and ask for a change of direction. And it's going to soften her up because she has to pay attention to what's being asked. I'm not just letting her go round and round and round without any expectation. There. So at least on the turn, she's starting to give a little bit. But she is really just pulling on herself. If you can see that line, it's super tight. She is just not there. Oh, right there. She tried to throw her butt, kind of jerked on herself a little bit. Leave it. There. I don't want her stopping at the gate. I want her to continue. There. Lick and chew. Woo. Whoa. Good girl. We are done. So we are all done. It wasn't a pretty session. That's how most of her sessions goes. They are not pretty. They are not perfect by any means. But we're getting there. I'm trying a few new things with her before I hop back on. And I'm actually pretty proud. It took her a little bit, but that's okay. She's been out of work for a while, haven't you? I'm gonna untie my dog, untack her, and head in because it is freezing. Hope you guys enjoyed.